Matrixx and Roadshow fans, we are back with another video, and we're going to be talking about Mel Gibson here in this video. Now, I have been speculating, folks, what would actually happen if Mel Gibson was in Will Smith's position and he went up on stage and slapped Chris Rock. And I'm not the only one, actually. There's been other people that's been questioning if that was a white actor that came up there and slapped Chris Rock, what would be the reaction? And I said, man, it'll be over. And I even talked about in the video, what if that was actually Mel Gibson, a Christian white man that went up on stage and slapped a black man in Chris Rock? Folks, I believe this would be an even bigger story. And trust me, Will Smith slapping Chris Rock is a huge story. There's no doubt about it. This will go down in Oscars history as one of the biggest moments ever. But if I believe if Mel Gibson was in this position, it would be massive, even much more huge. Well, guys, Mel Gibson was actually on Fox News with Jesse Waters. And Jesse Waters asked a pretty good question to Mel Gibson about the Will Smith slapping Chris Rock incident. He even asked him, what if that was you? Well, guys, Mel Gibson didn't want any part of that at all because he knows the answer to that question, but he didn't want to answer that. Actually, honestly, one of his people pretty much said we're out of time. So let's go ahead and check out this clip here. Jesse Waters, shout out to him. Pretty good question. I know that a lot of people were wondering, what if Mel Gibson was in that position? So let's roll the clip.
You understand it probably better than a lot of people with your career. And I was wondering if, you had been the one that jumped up out of his seat and slapped Chris Rock, if you would have been treated the same way, Mel.
Hello, Jesse. Thank you. That's our time.
Have you ever thought about that?
Thank you, Jesse.
Okay.
That is our time.
Well, Mel, thank you very much for joining Jesse Waters Primetime, and we really appreciate it. April 13th. The movie drops, Father Stu. We really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
You see, guys, he knew that question was coming. I believe that Mel Gibson and his team knew that question was coming, and they wanted no part of it whatsoever. You saw when Jesse Waters was actually asking him the question, Mel Gibson just kind of threw up his hands like, oh, no. No. Then his PR person jumped in and said, oh, we're out of time. All of a sudden, we're out of time. But guys, that says a lot right there. That says a lot. Mel Gibson knows exactly what would have happened to him. I believe, folks, that if Mel Gibson did that, he would have been arrested. Now, the LAPD was actually backstage ready to arrest Will Smith. And then apparently Chris Rock said, no, I don't want that to happen. Folks, I believe LAPD would have arrested Mel Gibson, a white man, for going on stage and slapping a black man. He didn't want to have to answer that question at all. He wanted no part of that. But even silence says 1,000 words. It really, really does. It says everything. Mel Gibson pretty much just confirmed that the standards would be much different if he was in that position. Now, I don't believe that Mel Gibson would even went up on stage and slapped Chris Rock if Mel Gibson heard something that upset his significant other. I don't think he would have did that. I don't think most people would have done it anyway. Will Smith, he just went over the edge right there. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Matrixx and Roadshow fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.